Well, we're back after some interruptions due to missed players, sessions, and holidays. Normal service should now resume. You're listening to Adventures in Middle-earth actual play using Fantasy Grounds. As a reminder, Chris, Brother Hathus' player, couldn't make this session, and Stuart, Amalfrida's player, had to drop out midway due to technical issues, so we end up a bit short-staffed this time. You can find session summaries, items, and characters on Obsidian Portal, where our campaign is called In the Shadow of the Mountains. You can cross-reference this episode as 2946 Third Age Episode 6. You'll find links to that and other forms of media for our sessions, as well as an index of this episode in the description. Last episode, the party caught up to the missing hobbit Dodi at a ruined hillfort, but were then set upon by wolves, goblins, and orcs. As the evil band charged up the steep hill, they were peppered with arrows. We join them as the distances close further, and the threat becomes real of being overrun.
Sigma, you are back up. This is round 9.
Okay, I'm going to shoot exceptional pants. Oh,
Bill is going to shoot another goblin archer. Massive goblin archer, I think. No, Whiny Freak Frown. We hit Whiny Freak Frown and wounded him. Not too badly, but he is wounded. Right, next up, Monin. Nice. Dunk.
Yes!
Ah! Just remove him from the combat tracker. You're winnowing them out. This is something that doesn't happen in D&D very often. You get, which would be very unrealistic. You're in a very defensible position that people are attacking you on. This is round 10. Sigma, you are back up.
hit the pants.
Hit him in the pants. Nice job.
Yep, I love that.
Your damage rolls are doing exceptionally well.
Oh, right in the goodies.
Misty Mountain Goblin with open-backed grey socks is the most stupid name I've ever seen. However, he looks like he's trying to get a ranging shot at either Bill, Sigma, or Monin, and I'll just roll randomly to see which one it is. It's poor old Bill.
No, Bill's doing well.
However, Bill is got decent cover, so he's attacking at disadvantage, and he's at long range. He's attacking at -2, and he's at disadvantage due to range at the moment, which you are not because you're firing downhill. So he attacks and misses him completely. So actually, it pinged off the balustrade sort of thing in front of him. Whiny Freak Frown targets Sigma, but another kind of ranging shot. Doesn't look like it's going to be very accurate. Misses Sigma completely. And then the archer called Massive is bowing Monin, or trying to attack him, or just missed Monin. Pings off the wall right in front of you. You kind of dodge back. And then it's Bill. Bill is going to be targeting. He's looking a bit panicked. He's going to be targeting the massive goblin. Oh, and hit massive. Massive goblin's taking a big chunk out of him. Monin, you are up. Oh, hit him again. Getting peppered.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Yes.
Nice. Background. Any other? There's another goblin archer coming up the eastern flank. This one has a pop at Amalfrida standing on the wall. What is your armor type? Armor class?
That hits.
Yeah, I should have been at -2 and as a disadvantage.
That's a miss.
Okay, that did miss, and I'll roll the other one at -2 just in case that hit. That missed. So it actually flew pretty wide. Sigma, you're back up.
So, how many of these are? How can I tell which ones are shooting at us in this list?
So the ones that have got Goblin Archer, like Whiny Freak Frown, or I think there aren't many left. You've been targeting them pretty well. I think Whiny Freak Frown may be the only one still alive. Goblin Archer, and at top of list as well, Beyond Reproach Lisp.
Oh, I'll target him because I can see him. Twang. Ha!
Hit. Holy
I
mackerel.
like that.
That's 3 6s in a row for damage you've rolled.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, that one took him in the forehead as he pokes his head up around a bush and tries to get a bead back on Amalfrida. Doesn't see your arrow coming from the side. Hits him right in the temple, and he spins down the hill, kind of cartwheels down some bushes.
Sugar ass, will you?
Right. Bill is targeting one more goblin archer. Yeah. Uh-oh. Absolutely fumbles at the arrow, cartwheels up into the air. And you hear Bill swearing. Moaning.
Oh, dear.
Ah!
Shortly afterwards, you hear moaning, swearing. So this is now 11 arrows fired, guys. Okay, it's back round to Sigmar. So
Whiny
the
freak frown.
wolves look like they're still. Yeah, the freak frown I think is the only one that's got bows. It's the only threat immediately. Oh, good shot.
You got the second one.
Yeah, drag that over. He goes
Oh.
down. You think you've taken out all of the goblins. So if you guys want to, actually, we'll just get round the round. Bill fires at. He's going to target the big wolf, Wild Wolf 2. He says, "I only got 4 arrows left."
3 arrows. Sorry,
3
I got
arrows
a London
left.
accent. 3 arrows.
And finally, Monin. Oh, shooting!
Yes.
Nicely done. Heavily wounded. You're doing some damage to these things. Right. So, if you guys want to spend a minute or two of game time just chatting about change of tactics, those tactics really work. You've not got any arrows flying your way now. You've taken out probably maybe 25 to 30% of their force. It's slowed them, but they're still coming. So if you want to just talk about change of tactics or whatever, have at it.
Is anybody else giving orders apart from that one that's hiding behind the rock?
No, and you haven't heard him for 10 to 20 seconds. He barked orders and they're carrying on. We've not heard him since then, so he may be dealing with his wound or something.
So I make it, there's 2 orc soldiers left, and it's the wolves that would worry me next, and there's 4 of them.
Yeah, the wolves look toughest. You would say in terms of... Oh, hang on a minute, I think I've balls that up. Excuse my language.
3 orcs. I think there's 3 orcs left.
I've renamed
wolves.
Uphert's the wrong one. Hang on.
Okay.
Uphert's is... Sorry about that. I will apply damage to... It should have been Orkheim with Scimitar, actually. Who has been wounded anyway, actually. That's all right. That's actually Uphert's. And the other one is just an orc soldier. It was Uphert's that did duck down, and he's hidden. He got badly wounded by an arrow. The other one's just wounded, and he's still coming up. So apologise for that, guys. Dimple Chinbeard.
Can anybody think of any tactics other than staying here and shooting at them as they come up?
Do you want to focus fire? Do you want to on 1 or 2 creatures to try and take them out? Or do you want to spread your fire around? It's that kind of tactics, I guess.
We've only got 3 archers, haven't we?
So Sigmar, how many arrows have you got left?
Well,
Bill shouts 3 basically.
He gave me 20, didn't he? And I already had 10, so I've got 17 left.
Okay, so he's actually got 12. He's got 8. So he had 20. No, he had 8. He's got 6 left. Bill has.
You can have some of mine if you want.
Monin has 2, but he has a great bow, so maybe the arrows won't fit anyway.
Yeah, if you want to, you can fire short bow arrows, but you'll be at a -2 penalty from that point on. It's probably best to leave it to the other guys. Although they do look like they're pretty close to you now. So whatever tactics you do, you would estimate you maybe got 3 more rounds before they're on you.
That's perfect. I've only got 2 more shots anyway, so that'll give me a chance to get into position.
All right, so Hathus, he can come over and distribute the arrows between... Actually, no, you guys are really close together, so you just kind of stand together, distribute the arrows. So if in effect you'll get 23, so 11 more arrows each, if you guys are keeping firing. You're not at any risk now of being attacked, so you could pretty much stand right on top of the wall now and fire down into a melee, which may be your best bet. And you, Monin and Igar, you would say you could easily block that. It's a lot less wide. It's probably only a 10-foot wide entrance way that there would have been. You guys could defend that. So long as neither of you goes down, you could defend that pretty well. Maybe with Sigmar behind you, and maybe assuming that there will be some definitely getting to the wall. Amalfrida would need to be a bit of a roaming scout on the eastern flank just to make sure that you're not flanked from that point.
How's the split? You said there was 10 on the left and 8 on the right, roughly.
So, yeah, you've thinned them out pretty well both sides. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I may as well. They are not as close as this, but let me unhide the entire mask.
Well, when they do come to the wall, I was planning to go back up the hill and keep firing, because I'm better shooting than I'm stabbing.
Okay, so I'm just going to finish drawing the hiding the 1 must in the bottom. So that's not where they are, but that gives you a feel for how many are coming up each time. Just move that one back. So there's still a majority coming up, probably at the southwest, but there is a not insignificant force still coming up on the other side. Upherds wasn't there. I should move the one across. So that one Dimple Chimbeard yet. So Dimple Chimbeard is that side. So Upherds is there, but he's kind of hidden at the moment. You haven't seen him for a round or two. So if you're assuming Amalfrida, unless she's swamped and they change tactics, it's going to take them a little while for them to get up that embattlement. So she may be able to rain down some rocks on them as they're climbing fairly soon, probably within a round, like biggish stones that she could throw at them. They're not going to do huge amounts of damage unless they're particularly large, but they will help. And you guys have got a couple of rounds before Monin and Igar are assaulted.
Well, I was thinking if we try and take out the bulk on one side, then that's going to make it slightly easier to defend. Not much.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good tactics. So which side are you targeting? And let Bill know and Monin.
The side that Amalfrida's on, maybe. So which side looks most defensible?
This side is definitely most defensible. There's basically embankments all the way around. This side is more vulnerable.
Then I guess try and take out the more vulnerable side.
To the southwest area.
Yeah, it's just there's more of them. Oh no, they're about evenly split, aren't they? Yeah, well, okay, the left-hand side of the map then.
Okay, so that's the plan. So Sigma, you are up.
Is that all right with you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Or then I shall. Who is there?
So if Amalfrida wanted to, Stuart, she can stand on the wall, kind of in this area. Plenty of rubble around, loose flagstones and those kind of things, and she's probably got the strength to start humping them down on top of some of the creatures coming up the hill.
Oh, one thing. I guess the bulk of the wolves are on the left. So if we shoot at the non-wolves and we get Dindi and Hathus to bring burning brands down to kind of block that gap, that's going to be maybe stop the wolves from coming through.
It's a great idea.
Good idea. Yeah, like it. And if you want, you can call Tom maybe and Andy back to help with the defense. They're looking very much your direction now. They're seeing there's nothing coming from the north. So you could call them to kind of step into the breach if Igar or Monin goes down or needs defending.
Yeah, right. Non-combatant spring fire to the west side.
Okay, Sigma, have at it then, and I'll move them when they can act.
Almighty. Okay, so this is when we start messing on. Oh no, I hit.
Nice.
So, better off either that or that. That will be a.
You only roll once still, I think.
Where'd that go?
Yeah. Nope, it's your ritual 9. So.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Another one bites the dust. So the next one up is Amalfrida. If you want Amalfrida, you can kind of move over to there. You would estimate you'd be able to throw some bits of rubble down at these things in the next round. Probably not now, but they're way downhill, probably 30 feet away from you. But with that slope, you'd be able to hit them next round. Just seen Stuart's just reconnected. It's offline then. I'll move him down. He may have had connection problems. Stuart, can you hear us okay? Was it
Yes,
just
I can. Yeah, it's fine.
fancy pants? Yeah. All right, so I've just moved Amalfrida kind of to stand heroically on top of the wall. She's got a large lump of masonry. She's just waiting to lob down at the head of someone next round. Andy's having a crack at... Who's he going to target? It's going to bow at the wolf. Ooh, hit. It's another bit of damage to Wild Wolf 2. You hear another scream and you see Upherts sprints from behind his boulder a little bit forwards and then dives prone behind a bush. He's visible but hard to hit. Hathus grabs a brand and starts moving back. Tom starts running straight across towards Amalfrida to provide help. And Bill, it was Andy. Bill bowed. Tom ran up, standing just behind Igar.
Did you just say Bilbo?
Bilboed.
Oh, right, okay.
It's the past tense of Bilbo. Monin, you are up now. Yes, nice shooting.
Ah,
Okay. Still alive. So, for the first time in a few rounds now, you are able to target. Should have mentioned that you are able to target the leader Uppert, except it will probably be a disadvantage because he's prone. He's trying to shelter as much as he can. So up to you. I'll just give you the option there. Egar kind of steps into the breach there and hefts his axe, and then it's back round to Sigmar again.
Well, it's too tempting to not shoot at birds.
So it's a disadvantage to hit Upperts. Good luck.
All right, well, I'll try it once. Get out of that bush, you big ugly coward.
Ooh, just missed. Arrow thuds into the floor right next to his leg. Amalfrida, you can now target, move a couple up. These are getting much closer to the wall. You would estimate in a round or two they'll be on you. So those front three little goblins are definitely in range of a boulder or something now.
Can you clear my character, please?
Yeah.
Fancy grounds, log in.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. Thank you.
That's strange. Yeah, you picked it up now. Okay, cool. So, sorry, I missed that typing. You are now, you're able to target those three little goblins in front of you with some rubble. They're obviously being pushed up to assault first. So it'll be a standard attack. A bit of masonry will do a D4 as it's thrown.
I'm not sure what's up with Fancy Ground. The map is just coming through. It didn't take this long to come through first time. All the portraits have gone. Can't see any of those. And I've got no attack options on the combat tracker. So I can't even use the combat tracker to attack with. Okay, if you want to move on with everybody else.
I'll roll an attack just to kind of, because it is your turn. That hit one, so roll a D4. Well, 3 damage.
Right, my screen has just filled with the console from Fantasy Grounds with more error messages, more runtime error messages than I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it may require a complete bailout and then rejoin after a reboot.
Right,
by the sound of it.
I'm going to completely bail out. I can't do anything.
So Stuart's having some problems. He should hopefully be back in and fixed soon. Amalfrida did hit one of the goblins with a bit of rubble. Andy Blackthorn runs up behind Egar. Uppert scrambles up, getting quite close now, and then dives prone again, moves like 10-15 feet. Hathus makes it up behind Andy with a burning brand, and his dog, Huan, I think it was pronounced, at his heels. And then Tom runs up to stand beside Amalfrida on the wall, picks up a piece of masonry to throw next round. Then it's back round to Bill. And Bill targets Wild Wolf 2 again.
Oh,
He's on
good
fire.
Bill, isn't he?
The wolf gets hit. That's a third arrow that's hit him. Yelps and starts heading south. Had enough. Then it's round to Mona.
Oh, I should have done the wolf.
Nice. No, it's working nicely. Nice plan.
And that's his last arrow. He throws the bow down and laughs.
So this is now where they are in on real game scale. So Egar grabs his axe. Dinidus runs up with a burning brand towards Amalfrida and Tom. Then it gets round to. I'm going to go in normal round order now. It's difficult terrain, so these guys aren't moving up that closely. But Dimpled Chimbeer comes up. Misty Mountain Goblin is still moving up. Flattering Leggings. Sigmar, you are next up.
Holy guacamole. So is Ogbers still hiding?
No, he's still crawling up. He kind of sprinted and ducked down again. He's looking at the bowman. He see you're targeting, but he's trying to kind of wait till arrow hits and then make a scurrying movement on his belly and then duck down again. So he's still at disadvantage.
To hit.
Still at disadvantage to hit. Yeah.
Then I don't know if this is permitted, but what I'm going to do is crouch down low and basically wait till he moves and then shoot him.
So you're readying in action. Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
So now I've logged in.
Right, I'll stick a map
Okay,
like,
so
this is the one.
if
This
you
is
just
in
tell me
chat.
if you just tell me what's near me, and I'll try and use the combat tracker. But it's
So I've put the
interesting.
map in Discord for you now. Just a screen grab, Stuart. You should be able to see you're on the southeast side with
Yeah,
one of the NPCs, and I'll just let you know the 4 goblins, withered thumbs, stunning, noticeably little, and flattering leggings, and behind them are 2 bigger orc soldiers, dimpled chin beard and shrunken right arm, and there's also a wild wolf 1 there as well.
Right.
So we're currently on. So what happened? There was some. This is how close they are to the walls now. This is
Right,
real
can
distance.
I throw a hand axe at one?
You can. Sorry, it's not your round right now. It's very close. Sigmar, did you? It's Sigmar's turn, I think, and you haven't attacked yet. So it'll be your turn immediately after that, Amalfrida.
He readied.
He did. Sorry, that's right. So Withered Thumbs. Where is Withered Thumbs?
Sorry, Neil. Talking for you.
Withered Thumbs is right under the, kind of looking up at you almost, Amalfrida, about 10, 15 feet below you, climbing up the embankment. Now it's your turn.
Well, it would be great that Fancy Grounds is now locked up on me. I can't do anything. I've got a grey screen. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, Lord.
Corruption, yep.
Yeah, you may need to delete the entire campaign folder and then rejoin, which will take a long time.
No, that's all right. I'll catch you next week.
Yeah, sorry about that. So annoying. Okay, I will assume we can handle Amalfrida as is.
Okay.
So Amalfrida will chuck a spear down at that one.
Hathus and Amalfrida. I guess we can control one each.
Yeah, should I clear it?
I don't know how that works.
Do you want to pick up Amalfrida, Neil?
Oh, Amalfrida. All right, she'll chuck a hand axe anyway. Whoosh. That's a rock.
Missed. Okay, Andy. Where's Andy? Andy is behind you guys. Just steps into the small area there. Okay, so Hubbard stands. You can now attack. It's looking to move up. Sigma.
Okay. Sigma. Oh, good grief! After all that. Yeah, missed.
And he moves and drops down again. No, he doesn't drop down. So he moves. He's right in front of him, Monin, brandishing a big orcish scimitar. He's got bulky armor on, which is pretty nasty looking, and he's looking really. Oh, hang on. He is on you. I didn't realize he had that as an ability. He's hyper aggressive looking as he comes running up. Actually, I didn't realize he could move as a bonus action if he can attack at that round. So. And he leaps straight at you and slashes down at you, Monin, with his orc scimitar. Oh, almost caught you unawares with the speed of his final sprint. Oh, that hurt! And he slashed you in the shoulder with his scimitar. Hathus is right behind you. Up to you. What if you want to heal, Monin, or?
I think I've only taken. He does a hit dice, isn't it?
It's more than it's like 2 and a bit hit dice. I think Hathus can do now.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering because I'm not beaten down just yet, so maybe he'll hold a second. He's got some flaming brands, so he'll just throw them ahead of Igar to try and keep the walls away.
Okay, so just give me a kind of a dex based attack roll, just to see if you can get roughly in the right place. Yeah, that's fine. It's basically don't roll a 1 was the main thing. So just roll a d20. The nearer 20 is, the more flame there is from the brand. Okay, so it's guttering a bit, but you do have a burning brand. Let me just point to where it is. Actually, you put a circle where you were aiming for. It hit that square, but it's kind of a 5-foot radius. Okay, just behind. That's quite easy to go. Okay, Wolf 1. So kind of padding up towards Amalfrida. A bit of a howl comes from its lips. And then as Wolf 2 makes its way up, then Wolf 3, these are going in order. And then Wolf 4. They're not moving full speed because of the steepness of the hill, but they're gaining ground now.
Do they seem cowed by the fire at all?
Yeah, Wolfwar's closest, and it's you can tell its nostrils are flaring, and it's kind of very much focused on the flames down there. But it's still moved up. Stunning goblin. There's another one right under the eaves of the wall there. Bill takes another crack at Wolf 2, but misses. Monin, you can get to react now.
Not a bad hit. Let's see what I can do. So I'm going to push Action Surge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to burn the inspiration. And then I'll try and attack.
Good luck. Let's get some 20s in there.
That would be nice.
Oh my god. They're nearly 2 off.
And then the inspiration presumably only appears on the first attack, not on the second.
Yeah, you can only use it for one attack or one save.
That was a miss.
Miss with the second. 1 hit, so give us some damage. Hang on, you didn't roll damage?
Oh, right, okay, sorry. I thought I had. Mining attack, Warhammer. 11.
No, the first one hit
miss.
for 23.
Oh, sorry, I thought I did it.
Yeah, you didn't roll damage from that first attack. So nice. He growls and scowls at you. Noticeably little.
That's really little what?
Noticeably little goes, shrieks, and then starts. Sorry, noticeably little goblin starts shrieking, and he starts running away from Amalfrida. Dinidus makes it all the way up to the wall. He's got a Bram with him, and he's standing behind the wall. You can't really see over at the moment. Egar looks like he's readying an action. He's not got sucked into leaving a hole in the line and going around the fire to attack. Actually, he can move in and no, he can't move back. Sorry. So he looks like he's readying an action in case something comes up.
Will protection work diagonally?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're within 5 feet. Shrunken right arm. He sort of shoulders his way through towards Amalfrida. And then Dimpled Chinbeard comes up. They're clustering at the wall. And then it's back round to the top. Misty Mounting Goblin Grotesque. Still not able to get up very fast. Flattering Legging. Okay, so let's see about a climb check. Ooh. Fluttering Leggings makes it up to the top of the wall there, next to Tom Lumpyface. Sigma, you're up.
Who have we got on the right there? Oh, no.
So you're kind of scanning the wall. You can see one of these bastards has breached the top on your left flank.
Yeah. I think I should take it. Right, yeah, I'm going to go for that one. Oh, seriously?
Damn!
Get out of the way, Dindi!
Blaming him. Outrageous. With its thumbs. Needs thumbs. He can't climb. He failed to climb up. Amalfrida, your turn.
Okay, so the trying to climb up the wall are all the ones at the foot of the wall, is that right?
Yeah. Kind of scrabbling
have we
up.
got some piled rocks here or anything?
You've got some rocks. You can move kind of through Tom to that square there if you want an attack. Flattering Leggings, who is on the wall already.
What's she good at? I haven't really read a character sheet very much.
She's basically a barbarian, so good at melee combat. Yeah, she can go into like a rage as well.
Yeah, what's that do? Is there any disadvantage to it, basically?
Probably. Hang on. Battle Fury. So if you look on the abilities tab,
yeah.
Fight with White Hot Rage. Advantage on strength action, strength saves. When you make a melee attack using strength, you gain a bonus to damage. So you gain damage bonus.
Oh, she's going to do it.
And you have resistance to weapons, which means normal attacks against you do half damage.
Right, with a yawning battle scream, she heads around here and tries to wallop this goblin off the wall.
So if you just click battle, the other option you've got is reckless attack, which gives you advantage to attack, but it also gives anything attacking you advantage. But Battle Fury, so if you just click, in fact, I can do it for you. I'll activate it for you. Yep. I think they're a bonus action to do, so you can only do the next one next round. Hang on, let me just check that. Oh no, sorry, they're not. So Battle Fury you've used once, so you can have got one
Enter
more use of
Battle
that.
Fury is a bonus action. Only Fury, blah blah blah.
Reckless is at your first attack. So if you want to attack recklessly, you can do.
Yeah, she will. Why not? You know.
Okay, so just click the tab for. So click the effect, the action effect on the sheet as well for that, for reckless attack.
Okay.
That's it. So now that will roll correctly. So if you attack that orc, it will give you advantage to hit it. Oh, sorry, that goblin.
Right.
That was
was
useful. That hit. And roll damage. Could apply +2 as well. Yes.
Dying.
Does she whack it off the
Axe
wall?
thumps into
Backwards.
its chest and it falls backwards with a gurgling and collapses on the floor below. Nicely done. None on the wall.
Hopefully that'll put some wheelies up them.
Andy, he's there. What does Alberts do? Let me see. It's going to give him a bit of a wisdom save. Stupid bastard, right? Going to swing again at Monin. Oh, completely missed.
Ooh.
You can see the light of his eyes. There's fear in there, Monin. Hathus is
I suppose
doing anything.
If Hathus has got no brands, he's probably going to run back to the fire to try and get some more brands to run back this way again. So double movement if possible.
Yeah, so kind of go up towards there. He's at the farthest round. And,
Okay.
Huan going with him. Wild Wolf 1 takes a look at the goblin, yelps, and starts running back down the hill. Wolf 2, there's more of them around here, just moves up behind Albert. Wolf 3 does the same. 4, hang on, yelps and disappears south. Tom picks up a piece of masonry and tries to lob it down on withered thumbs. Absolutely lifts it over his head. It's a bit heavier than he thought. He almost drops it on top of Dinadus, but he fortunately misses. Okay, let's see if Stunning can climb the wall. Ooh, straight up. Stunning gets up to the wall. Can't attack this round. Bill is next. Bill targets. He actually stands up on the wall for his movement, and he targets. He's not that good a shot. He thinks he's not going to target Alberts. He's going to target the wolf. That missed. Take 2 damage off. No, 3 damage off. That was Bill. Bill missed. Monin, you're up. There's a big lummox in front of you still. Oh, not for long though. With a critical, Monin swings his mighty axe, and this head of the orcs flies behind him with a gout of blood from his neck as it collapses to his knees. Nicely done.
It wasn't too bad. Who's next?
Noticeably little. Now, well, they're going to see that from that side. Just give him a bit of a perception check. Yeah, he saw that. Noticeably little, absolutely scarpers. You see it like absolutely flying down the hill, and he goes out of sight into the gloom, disappears. Dindi picks up a stone, throws it down at. Actually, no. Dindi, who's behind the wall, just scarpers backwards, just full disengage action. Egar lets shout a battle shout. That's it. Shrunken right arm. Orc soldier. Attempts to climb. Fails to scrabble up the wall. So they can't see the death of their leader. Dimpled Chinbeard steps up and he's attempting to climb as well. Failed miserably too. Back round to Grotesque. Ooh, Grotesque doesn't crap himself. He kind of still moves tentatively up. Repugnant, unhappy chuckle.
An unhappy chuckle.
He absolutely cacks himself and sprints down the hill. You see a trail of goblin shit coming out of his arse as he's flying down the hill, absolutely panicking, and he disappears into the gloom, as does the wolf now, who's gone as well. Sigmar, you're next. You could have him on the back foot.
Yeah. He's going to take a shot at the one that's just climbed up the wall.
So you've got Stunning. The goblin Stunning is standing on top of the wall at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, loving it.
That wasn't very good.
No.
Rub it
Too
in.
many people in the way. Amalfrida, get out of the way.
Blaming bad workman blames his tools. So withered thumbs is trying to get up there, completely fails. Terrible climb. Amalfrida, raging like the best of them, can just leap up on the parapet if she wants.
Ah! Whack stunning off the wall. What?
Oh, bad luck. Dropped a 3 and
Hang
it
on.
still only rolled a 9, so one of those is gone. Should
Okay.
have come off. All right. Andy
does that-
Blackthorn.
Okay, so 13's a miss.
Yeah. Andy Blackthorn standing there, looking in awe. Hathus has picked up another brand if you want to run back with it.
Yep, that's what he'll do. And then he'll try and toss it just in front of Monin this time.
He can't do it this round. That was a double move.
Okay.
So he's got no action points left. But yeah, he can do that next round. Wolf 2. See, Wolf 2 is injured. Wolf 2 turns and makes a break for it and disappears, bounding down the hill really fast. Wolf 3. His heckles are going up and he leaps at Monin.
Poppy wants to play.
Hang on a minute. He needs to overcome fear, I think. Yeah, it's whimpering. Okay, Stephen, it's basically almost all of its attack is focused on trying to avoid the fire. So it's not even really focusing on you too much by the looks of things. But it is still attacking you.
Excellent. Well, not excellent on that.
Wow. I rolled a 4 and a 1. So completely missed you. And that's it. Tom is next up. Tom is standing on the wall and targets a stunning goblin on the top. Tries to stab at it with his spear, dropping his bow. Oh, I didn't have a bow actually, sorry. Oh, and hits.
Yes.
Spear in both hands. Take that!
Oh, yes.
For the Shire! No, he doesn't say that, but and then Bill, the awesome bowman, is going to target. He's going to run along the wall a bit and then target shrunken right arm at -2. So he's got a bit of cover there and let loose with a bow. Missed completely. Monin, you are up.
Okay, try and go for the wolf.
That's a hit. I swore that was a 10. It came up with 17. Wounded him.
It's a big wolf.
Get back!
Misty Mountain Goblin, noticeably little. Where is he? Scarpering, I seem to remember, down the hill. Yep. Still scarpering. Dindi comes back up with some more light. It's getting pretty dark now. Egar comes up through Andy and Monin and comes up to stand beside you. There's a bit of wall in the way there, so he's not got a clear strike. It's going to be a bit of a disadvantage, but he's attacking the wolf. Missed, but he looks like he gets 2 attacks. Second one hits and the wolf takes a bit of heavy damage. Shrunken right arm turns tail, flees back down the hill, disappearing from view. Dimpled chin beard absolutely craps himself and does the same. Now, no attack of opportunity because he's more than 5 feet away. He's well below, having to climb. But he also disappears from view. Looks like you've got him routed, guys. And it's back round to the top again. So Grotesque's run. Repugnant, unhappy, chuckle. He's run. Grotesque hasn't run, sorry. However, Grotesque absolutely bricks it and disappears. Sigmar, you're up. So you're running low on targets.
Can I shoot the wolf from there, or is it?
You need to pick. You could either move along west like 30 feet and then shoot it, or climb up on the wall kind of in front of you and shoot it. Either way, it's easy to do. You just need to move a little bit.
On the wall then.
Yep.
Can't miss a target that big, and there's nobody in the way. So it's only my fault that I missed. Whoa! Stumbled as I climbed up.
You nearly see Sigmar like disappear over the wall, balancing on one leg, and withered thumbs. I think he needs a bit of a check. Withered thumbs, Scarpers. You've routed them on the east flank.
Huzzah!
Amalfrida, you can run
She
across.
stands up on the wall and shakes her axe in the air, screaming a battle cry,
Nice.
fleeing enemies.
Okay, Andy Blackthorn. Andy using a. Let me see. Let's see if he can do this.
It's got to be Brother Hathus that rushes in with a final death blow.
Yes. So Andy picks up the brand, steps forward, and swings it at the wolf. Let's just see what that does. Oh, wow. He swung it and connected, which is definitely going to give the wolf absolute palpitations. The wolf doesn't like go up in flames, but you can see absolute fear in the wolf's eyes as he did that. So Hathus, you're up next.
I think Hathus then, Sigmar, I think has made a good suggestion. He's going to try and run round. He's got the movement and hit it with his staff. No, so I suppose he's got a brand in the hand, so it'll have to be the brand.
Yeah. So you'd have to you can't go through that way. It's behind a wall, then you have to come around the other side. And that, actually, I can remove that now. That's being held by Andy, that branch. You could actually stand next to Andy there.
Like that, so it counts as double movement. Does it go through a friendly
No,
place?
you can go through friendly square. You're fine.
Okay, we might as well go then.
Swinging a brand at it. So
Staff?
just use quarterstaff to hit and see if it hits. Nice. Okay.
What kind of damage?
So do 1 plus a d2. So roll any dice and just, if it's over half, it'll be 2, and if it's under half, it'll be 1. Okay, so that's 3 damage in total. Let me just apply that to the wolf. That's wolf 3. Nice. Massive. Let's make a wisdom save and to see if this thing craps itself. Okay, everyone can get an attack of opportunity as it pelts south. Tail between its legs. Bit of fire, smouldering fur on its back. So, Monin, why don't you go first? Hits. Wounded, blood streaming from its flanks. Andy and Egar, let's go. Andy up next.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, that hits. He's using his brand though, so it's 1 plus d2, so it's 1 plus 2, which is 3. Ha ha! Catches it in the nether regions, in the withers, and it stumbles and then just rolls over a little bit to land dead, smouldering on the floor. And that is now immediate threat over with. Egar slumps down to the ground and punches the air and gives Monin a fierce hug with his axe, clap him on the back. And similarly with Tom and Bill, they kind of move closer, and Tom gives Amalfrida a bit of a hug and then realizes he's hugging a teenage girl and like leaps backwards. And then, but Bill,
she's also ragingly furious at the moment.
Yeah, takes his head off. Yeah, but yeah, just really comradely. They are just delighted, and you hear them screaming at the goblins who made their escape and the wolves as they sprint off into the darkness. And just as you see the last traces disappear into the gloom, darkness fully descends, and you've got the sobering thought of needing to survive the night, but you've survived the skirmish here, and have did a fantastic job. I mean, I think there was very, very limited injuries there apart from Timonin. So congrats, fine job there. Here you go. That's that's a bit of a sign of the old fort. Looks wooden, not. In fact, I probably could have got a better image completely for this, but there is Sigmar with his bow standing on the top of everything.
I was just thinking that was Sigmar.
Missing things.
Yeah, missing everything terribly.
Actually, I think Sigmar must have taken about over half the goblin archers.
Yeah, he did a fine job, I must admit.
And that Bill the Bowman, I think, took the other half.
I had 20 arrows.
Yeah, in the aftermath, can we take the head off the Urberts, stick it on a pike, and put it on the highest part of the wall, and I'll blow a horn a few times just to try and draw their attention, and stick his head on there. But also, yeah. I think we'd like to try and, I don't know how far down the hill they are, but if we can try and get, actually I suppose there's no point getting the arrows until the morning, because we'll probably get ambushed.
I'll just give you a quick experience. You can definitely do that. So nice job with basically the, you didn't defeat all of them, but you focused your attacks on strategically most useful thing, and it basically caused a massive morale failure for the rest of the crew when he died. As you're looking around and celebrating, though, you cannot see hide and a hair of Dindi. He's just, the last time you saw him, he was running back to the fire to get a brand, but he's gone.
Is Hathus the type of dog? Sorry, Juan is the type of dog that can track things.
Yeah, and you actually, as you would start looking, Juan, and you think about it's Juan. I think Juan, his sense of smell. You hear a shriek of muffled by the sound of a hand, maybe, but a shriek coming from the east, going down the hill. Sounds like quite a way away, and it's incorporated also with a lot of howls of some wargs and some chatter of orcs. Dindi has been captured by the goblins.
Oh
No!
I shall run. Oh, it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, they got some advantage now. Dindi's just been captured, and what you see as you go up to Juan, there was looks like it. Well, you thought it could have just been a well or something, but there is where that bush is just in front of where Juan is, where the fire near where the fire was. It looks like there was very old either cellar steps or something down there, and that could be where he disappeared. Something may have crept out of those or something like that, because no way they could have got into the fort. You were monitoring that really closely without coming in through a secret way.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was just doing that off mic as well. Literally at the same time as you were doing that, Neil, I was going dun dun dun.
And stay tuned for the next weekly installment of Adventures in Middle-earth.
And that's where we'll leave this episode. Thank you very much for listening or watching. We've got a few more subscribers, a few more viewers. Thank you very much. Welcome. You can catch up with us on all the main media types. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also see the podcast. You can also listen to the podcast. And if you're listening to us on the podcast, then you can also watch us on YouTube. We're also on iTunes. All the usual stuff is in the description, along with an index for this episode. There wasn't one for this one because it wasn't needed. It was just really a fight. Thanks very much. We'll catch you up some other time. Cheers.